Salvete everyone! In this video we're going to learn about the nominative and accusative cases in Latin. First, a bit of background. You should already know about nouns and what they are. They're naming words and they're used to describe or refer to people, places and things. See if you can come up with some examples in English as well as in Latin. I've got a few pictures here to get you inspired. In case you're struggling for inspiration, we have caecilius. Here we have a villa, or house in English, and canis, or dog. Now, why is this important? You may have noticed that in English, word order is really important for a sentence to make sense. The cat eats the fish obviously means that that cat there is about to have a tasty lunch. But if we were to switch those words round, the fish eats the cat and we've changed things completely. And then if we want to move things around and go the cat the fish eats, we don't even know what that means. So word order is really important. In Latin, however, it's the endings of those words that are important. So for example, caecilius amicum salutat means caecilius greets the friend. We could switch those round and say amicum caecilius salutat, and it still means the same thing, that caecilius is greeting his friend. However, when we've got a different ending, the noun is doing something different. So here the friend is greeting caecilius no matter what order those words are in. The changing of those endings is what's known as case, and cases are used to tell us the role of the noun in a sentence. You might already know that a noun which does a verb is known as the subject. It's the subject of the sentence. It's the noun which is performing the action of the verb. The opposite of that is the noun undergoing the verb, which is called the direct object. So in this sentence here, the cat eats the cheese. The cat is the subject because it's doing the eating, while the cheese is the direct object because it's undergoing the eating. In the second sentence, a very important one, we love Latin, which is the subject and which is the object? Obviously we are the subject of the action, we are doing the loving, while Latin is the direct object receiving our love and a lot of it. In Latin, metella grumionem spectat. The noun doing the verb is metella, she is doing the watching, while grumionem is undergoing that action. He is being watched, he is the direct object. You'll notice that often in Latin sentences we have this order. So we have the subject, amicus, followed by the direct object, servum, and then the verb, salutat. The friend greets the slave. So the main message of today's lesson is the nominative and accusative cases. So the nominative case is used for the subject of the sentence. So amicus quintum salutat, the friend greets caecilius. Metella culinam intrat, metella enters the kitchen. In both those sentences, amicus and metella are the nominative because they are doing the action of the verb. The accusative case is used for the direct object, and see if you can see a pattern here. Metella amicum vocat, metella calls the friend. Notice how the ending of the word has changed, amicus for the nominative and amicum for the accusative. We've replaced that S with an M to show that it's an accusative. Our final example, canis metellam consumit, we can see that we've added an M to metella to show that she is the direct object of the sentence now. And unfortunately, the dog is eating metella. Now I want you to copy these notes in iTunes U, so either in the notes for this video, which you should be able to open along the side, or you can make a fresh note. Head it up nominative and accusative and write down these notes. So in Latin, word endings are more important than word order, and cases are used to tell us the role of a noun in a sentence. We use the nominative case for the subject or the noun doing the verb, and we use the accusative case for the direct object or the noun undergoing the verb. Then, once you've copied those down, I want you to find 2 of the introductory sentences from stage 2, write them down in Latin and English, and explain this rule using those examples. We'll go over this in class. See you there.